Oh yeah. Oh yeah, folks. I got an Xbox Series X. And I'm going to detail it in this video on how I've got in the latest video games an Xbox Series X. Yes, coming to you soon. Just after this introduction. Oh yeah, and I got some water too. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that little intro there, and yeah, it's real. It's damn real, as Kurt Angle would say. Got an Xbox Series X. Never thought that would happen. Never thought that I would get one. Not at the price I paid for it. Not with some games included, which I traded 2 of them away, and I'll detail the story, but here we go. This deal has been in the works for about 2 or 3 weeks. My friend James called me, and he said, didn't call me, hollered at me on Facebook. He's like, dude, I'm trying to sell my Xbox Series X. And I knew he was trying to sell it on there, and nobody was like going for it. And I was like, man, that's a hell of a good price, you know. And so me and him went back and forth on it. I said, let me see, let me think about it, and I was like, man, that is a good price for it. And I start thinking, I've got a bunch of Xbox 360 games. I know that you could play a lot of the games from prior generations on the Xbox Series X. And I was like, maybe I should do this, even though I got a lot of game systems. So I finally, for the price that we worked out, I went on it. I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And James said, I'm going to throw in some games for it. And one of them was Grand Theft Auto 5, and there was another game. And I was like, man, I've got Grand Theft Auto 5 for like 2 different systems. I don't really need it. I don't really need that game. So I took it to Cheap Thrills, traded it and another one for free up for a movie set that you'll see in the I think you just saw in the November the October monthly movies. I think you'll see that there. But pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and show the Xbox One games I kept, and one of them is Injustice 2, which made me debate on this. I was like, I'm not really good at fighting games. I button mash. I haven't even finished the first one. But I am a DC fan. So I went ahead and picked it up. That's my thing. I like DC, and I went ahead and got it. And plus, the Legendary Edition's got the freaking Ninja Turtles, and is that Hellboy? Yeah, I think it's Hellboy. See, I just noticed that myself right now. And then I got Cyberpunk. And I can't think of that Keanu Reeves line. Wake up, ninja, burn this city, or something like this. I can't think of it. But yeah. This game is one I've been wanting to play. And I was like, I have got to play Cyberpunk on the Xbox Series X. I was going to get it for the PlayStation 4, and I was like, and this is back like a month or 2 ago, and me and Daryl was talking about it. He's like, are you going to get it? And I was like, let me decide on this, Daryl. I don't know. I don't really know. And I held off. I was like, I'll just go ahead and get the other game. But then when I saw this in Series X, I was like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and make this deal. Throw it in for free. So, pretty good. So, in this volume of the latest video games, you're going to see some good stuff from a couple other consoles. You're going to see some stuff scattered around. You're going to see some new stuff, old stuff. We'll see what we got. Well, not so new stuff. Sorry. It's retro stuff. But you'll see some good HD collections, so stay tuned on those. Anyhow, at a pawn shop, me and Eddie was together, guys, about a couple weeks ago, and I picked up 2 movies and a game. And I would love to find this game for the PlayStation 3, but I have not had no luck for it. And I'm looking for the Spider-Man games on video game consoles, the old ones. And it's Spider-Man Web of Shadows for the Wii U. these games are kind of hard to find. They're getting harder to find. Activision lost the license to the Spider-Man games, like the Marvel Heroes, and it's getting harder to find. So I'm looking for them, and I will find them. But yeah, case and everything was together, perfect. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get that. And then he didn't blame me. He's like, I would have picked it up too. I was like, Now, one of the games I picked up, and this is really nice for the Xbox 360, and I actually found this in a thrift shop. This was a really good deal, and it looks like this thing has been through the war. It looks like this thing has been ravaged. But I was like, I gotta check this disc, because it's always wise to check the disc. And the disc is in perfect shape. Here's the disc, perfect. I mean, I mean, there's some little baby marks, but you could actually get them buffed out more than likely. For this Xbox 360 game, it was Halo 3. And yeah, as you can see, it's like somebody just took a knife. He probably was playing the game and just got so mad. He's like, you mother effer. You know, like, they probably got so mad at losing in the game. And, you know, it happens. I mean, I've had some gamer rage, you know. But I'm calmer now. I'm cooler. More collected. Now, I had to pick up this one at a flea market, and a guy was selling it. And there's a funny story about this one. There's a really funny story. Okay, this happened, God, about 2019, 2018. And I was at GameStop in the mall. And our mall, GameStop, had finally closed due to the lockdown and GameStop being crazy and closing all these stores. Well, our GameStop had the cheap bin, and in it was a game called Mind Jack. And me being crazy, I put the game back. I just like, I don't need this game right now. And I could kick myself, because I went back a couple weeks later and it was gone. And I always think about that GameStop in the mall, because that one was really one that I grew up with. I remember when it was Software Etc. I remember going to the mall in the 90s. I had a lot of good memories at that local mall when I was a kid, you know. And it was you know, it was a time, you know, it was a time. I would go in there, I laid away my PlayStation 2 there, and I picked it up one night. And I'll never forget, I went in that big line and waited. So there was a lot of nice memories of that mall, GameStop, and it's sad because it's gone now. It's not there anymore, and I feel sad when they closed it. Now, the next 3 games came from Larry's shop, and one of them was a big one that I knew I was going to get, but I got 2 small ones. I got Sid Meier's Civilization Revolution, and I've never played a Sid Meier game. I have no clue what these games are about. I've seen the back of them. I think you build up your own, you know, civilization, and you could lead it to crush the other ones. You know, like I could build up the French and have Napoleon just take over the whole entire country. Jerry Lewis marathons across the globe. You know, it's just how it's going to be. But yeah, this one looks kind of interesting. And yeah, Sid Meier's Revolution for the PlayStation 3. That's a nice one to build the collection up with. I picked up the History Channel, Civil War. And yes, the History Channel had a couple video games. They had one about the Pacific in World War One, and I actually put that in the back. I was like, or I think it was World War Two. I said, I want to get the Civil War. I want to see if it's Call of Duty style Civil War, which would be kind of funny. But yeah, this is unique. This is the Civil War. Larry gave me a good price on it. There's the scenes on the back of it. Yeah, it's kind of unique. And these games come with that one trip I didn't film. I actually went back, man, it was like in October, early October, and I picked up some movies he had for me, and I went ahead and got, you know, some games. So, no, it was late September. My dates are fuzzy. But this one is one that, you know, like I said, I'm looking for the Spider-Man games. I'm collecting the Spider-Man PlayStation 3 games from Activision because Activision lost the license to Spider-Man. And Sony handed it to their own studio. They got their own studio, you know, to make Spider-Man games, which, you know, makes sense, you know, because you can't fault Sony for doing that. And because they've got, can't think of the studio. But, yeah, and the Spider-Man games are really damn good that they've put out. You know, they put out Miles Morales, which is really good. They've put out that Spider-Man game from 2018, which is really damn good. So they know what they're doing. But the Activision games are kind of getting harder to find. And I've got a couple of them. And I've got Spider-Man 3 now. Spider-Man 3. Oh, yeah. This one's got Venom. And I think it's got... Yeah, there's Venom. Yeah. But yeah, this one, Larry gave me a good price on it. And they had a collector's set. They had a collector's edition of this in a case. And I was like, yeah, I think it's about 15 or 20 bucks more. And I was like, nah, I don't need it right now. I got, you know, as long as I get the game, I'm happy. But moving on. If anybody remembers, I told at the start of the video that there was some HD collections, and there is. There's actually 2 HD collections I picked up at a GameStops, 2 different GameStops. And I was surprised to find these on the shelf, because I was like, well, I didn't expect that. So one of the first ones I picked up was Hitman Trilogy, and I've got the whole trilogy on PlayStation 2. So in the Hitman Trilogy, these collects them. It collects Silent Assassin, Hitman Contracts, and Hitman Blood Money. And it's by Square Enix, who I think pretty much bundled Hitman and this other one that I'm going to show. They sold their IPs off. And they sold the characters and, you know, just to another video game company to make video games. But, yeah, this is a pretty nice one. And the last one I picked up was Tomb Raider Trilogy. This one collects Tomb Raider Legends, Tomb Raider, I can't think of that, Anniversary, and Tomb Raider Underworld. Yeah, collects all 3 of those. Pretty nice by Square Enix. But yeah, they sold Tomb Raider. You know, they sold that IP off, which it really boggles my mind, because I mean, it's Tomb Raider. You know, you would think you would want to hold on to Tomb Raider, but there's rumors going around that Sony sold them off to finance some kind of crazy deal that they're doing, and there's rumors that they're going to sell out to Sony, which, if I was Sony, you know, I'd be like, why would you sell Tomb Raider and Hitman? I mean, those are 2 licenses, IPs that we would want to keep in our roster of IPs, because the more IPs like that you own, the more games you can make, and you can actually, you know, all it takes is a good game, and that IP is clicking like that. So, it's one of those deals that's just mind-boggling, you know. But it is what it is. Anyhow, that's my haul. That's the latest video games. I want to thank you for watching, and like I said, Xbox Series X, baby. Oh, yeah. Time for some Cyberpunk. So, hope you like and support the channel. Drop a comment. And time to play some games.